want to talk about what I kind of define as being successful and how I think that making videos could help me to understand what's holding me back. So right now my fiancée Yordana is down in Mexico. She's talking with a lot of architects and getting our home together. And I'm over here in New Mexico saving up money to be able to kind of afford some of constructing our home and also money to live off of for the first few months, as much as I can possibly save up. We just figured it would be easier for me to make money while here in America than if I was to go down there right now with her. And we both would be spending money for living expenses, then it would just be hard to kind of get things moving. So my idea is I want to start just talking about what's going on very, very fluidly. I think that I have a flawed idea of how to become successful, even though I've read so many books on how to either build a successful business or how to think successfully. I must have something that's flawed in my either execution or either in my self-confidence or something that's just not clicking, because I'm still not at a point where when I think of something, I do it, or manifesting things into reality. And I really, really, really want to fix this before even my baby girl is born, when she's due very end of August, if not the beginning of September. So what I want to do is I plan to launch something that I'm going to sell by June 28th. And I came up with that number while I was reading the E-Myth Revisited. And I think it's kind of like pulling a date out of a hat, but might as well pick a date and go with it. So in 17 days, or 16 days, because today is June 12th, I need to have something that I'm ready to sell. My idea is, I don't have an idea of what I'm going to sell yet, but the idea behind it is I need to find a way to kind of read the marketplace of what people are willing to pay for, find out how much they're willing to pay for something, and then at that point I just have to figure out advertising on Instagram and Facebook, and just the more I pay for getting my product in front of people's faces, the more people will buy it. And then if I'm getting certain kind of conversion off of my pay-per-clicks, then I just have to figure out numbers at that point. But I don't want to leave for Mexico on August 7th without having tried something. I'm okay with failing, but I really, really don't want to fail. I want to be successful from the beginning. I think one thing that I can recognize that I probably make the mistake of is wanting things to be perfect before I execute. And I don't think that's the way the real world works. I think a lot of times you just have to start something and just figure out how to get from point A to point B and figure it out on the go. So I'm going to start making more of these videos. I want to talk about my thoughts on where I'm at with Yordana, my fiance. I want to talk about what it's going to be like leading up to having a baby girl, and just really I want to leave all my thoughts out there in a video so that you guys can listen to it and I can listen to it. And the same way that I look at kind of fitness videos, I want to see if I can see my form and find out ways that I can improve it. And right now I'm talking about my form of developing an idea that's sellable. But in the same way that when I videotape myself squatting or something like that, I can be like, oh, I need to get lower, or oh, I need to balance myself out a little better, or whatever. I want to see if I can do that with the idea of a business. So we'll see what happens.